Max Estrazen and Jason Stam coming to you from Northview High School, which ironically was where I went to high school. It's been about 8 years since I've been back here, but it was the host site for the Rivals Camp Series presented by Under Armour. Jason, what stood out to you today?
The wind. I don't know if you might tell right now where it's very windy. Doesn't really feel like Atlanta weather, not when I'm used to. I know it's still 1st of April here, but it's a little chilly on the chilly side here in Atlanta.
It's a little contrasting from all the green that's around us, then it's cold and windy today. But there are quite a few Virginia Tech players of interest here. Which one stood out to you the most?
Well, I know you now are really taking a look at Kyler McMichael, obviously from here at here at Northview High School. He struggled a little bit. I think you can see the potential. He's got great athleticism, good frame, but he's got some work to do. And he's a 2018 guy, so he still has a lot of time. But you can see the flashes, but probably not his best day out here.
Now, he had some of those flashes at the end. He struggled in the one-on-ones for the first hour or so, and then he picked it up in the last half. Did anyone else stick out to you the most?
Man, AJ Terrell is a baller. I know, has a Tech offer. I think the interest, that ship has kind of sailed a little bit as far as Virginia Tech goes. Not really sure the interest now that Torian Gray has left. Of course, we'll be talking a little bit more about that on the board, our insider post. But if for somehow they can sway him, you talk about a guy who's, I think, 5-star caliber. I don't know if he's going to get there yet. Definitely has a chance. I know he's going to. I know he's coming back to Atlanta for the 5-star challenge presented by Under Armour in June. So he's got a chance. He had a great speed on the Illust challenge. So great coverage. I mean, there's a few times where he kind of backs off a little bit. He's a little, took him a little bit to adapt and didn't really. He kind of had himself behind. I think he was kind of catching up a lot too, but. When he was on point, he was on point. That guy was really tough to beat.
He actually set the Rivals Camp Series speed record for the Illust.
For the Illust?
Yeah, he really did.
Yeah, for this year. This is the 4th stop of the Illust. They've had a few so far.
And do you think any of the coaching staff changes at Tech have hurt them?
Obviously we're in Atlanta here. This was Torian Gray's territory, so you're going to get that. There's a lot of turnover, and Torian had really established a great relationship with a lot of these guys, and so a lot of them are in turn looking at Florida. Trey Douglas, though, I thought was really KJ Britt. I mean, we got to talk about KJ Britt. KJ Britt got a Virginia Tech offer, I think, a month and a half ago, something like that. Hasn't been that long ago. So we talked to him, and in the past few weeks, this guy has just blown up. He was a linebacker MVP today. He was a linebacker MVP at the Nike opening stop that he went to. I think he's with 26 offers. Yeah. He's really taken off here off the map. So, I don't know. Virginia Tech's still in the mix right now. Be interesting to see if they stay in the mix for very long, as many schools have come into the picture here recently.
Especially with his performance today. I think he also said he was getting 3 offers a day. It's really jumped up for him lately.
Yeah, it's a lot, and there's a few other guys here obviously with Virginia Tech interest. No offer yet. Colin Anderson just visited Virginia Tech. We talked to him. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on some names. Renzo Holmes, I'm sorry. Renzo Holmes, we talked to him afterwards. So there's a few guys who are kind of in the mix, but it'd be interesting to kind of see where they kind of stand as they kind of get to know this new staff.
For Jason Stam, I'm Max Estrazen. Please check on the boards for full coverage on Virginia Tech targets and where they stand going forward.